And that is why at the governance level, what is the kind of skills required are, markedly different for what you require to succeed as a leader. And that is why in certain organizations, in many organizations, you have managers performing exceptionally well in their operational roles, yet the organizations fail because those who are supposed to provide the direction for the organization, the vision, the missions, the strategic imperatives, and every other thing that is required at that level have failed in their job. And that is where the difference between effectiveness and efficiency, comes in. You can be very efficient without being effective. And that is why you have cliches like moving, so fast towards the wrong, direction. So the direction is very, very critical. I give people a number of examples. Now, the first thing that crossed my mind when the news of the shuffling, because I don't want to call it reshuffling because they will still designate,
yes.
They've not really assumed office.
Yes.
Is what happens, in a football game. Somebody suddenly gets a red card. Because of that red card, the manager tinkers with the entire team. Now, the team is one man short, and he may have to bring out a performing player just to introduce a player that have the capacity to cover up for the vacuum that has been created by the red-carded player. So in this sense, I'm assuming that one or more of the outstanding ministerial nominees that have not been cleared, who had been maybe positioned or anticipated to take up a particular ministry, may have opted out. And so there will be a need to now do a reshuffling, which will not just be like a substitution. It will require tinkering with the entire thing.
Yeah.
The second thing that it also connotes is that it renders, unimportant, insignificant, this cry of, assigning portfolios to ministerial nominees. Because I've always argued that the governor or the president has the prerogative at any point in time to move a minister from one ministry to another. And so if somebody has been screened to become minister of, transportation a few weeks back, today, that same person is no longer there. So that is leadership. That is supposed to be expected. I also have
Sometimes you got to bite the bullet.
Oh yes. In fact, it happens globally. You remember Ben Carson, a world-renowned surgeon in the United States of America. The only thing people know about Ben Carson was medicine.
That's right.
Surgery. But a president came, appointed him as a secretary, but posted him to Department of Housing. So Ben Carson, the medical doctor, the surgeon, became, secretary for housing of the United States of America.
Wow.
So what actually is required, right, is leadership competence to be able to provide direction. Come on, if you are so bothered about a technocrat or a professional being in a particular ministry, then what kind of professionals do you require to be presidents and governors who superintends over all of them?
A genius.
Do we say only political scientists then should be in politics?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So some of these things they are genuine concerns, but they are not exactly correct.